I'll tell you.
Welcome to Ringside Rants on a Tuesday night. As your usual host here, it ain't just me, it's just Mike. And to my right, we have Bad Karma. And below me, we have the Smarter Strong Style Phil. And to the bottom right, we have the Louisiana Mischief of Mayhem of Music, the professor of all metal, jazz, soul, and classic rock, JAT. Or Jet, whatever you want to call him, whatever. And cheers to you, my brothers. Cheers to everybody. I know last night we had Viver for like the first hour, and it was awesome having you all here to witness the DCW Women's Champion for the third time,
third time, baby.
Yeah, and you were going to say something, Phil, before we went live. So
yeah, after the whole incident with Riho, Kenny Omega, and Gil Kim, I'm just tired of the wrestling behind the scenes bullshit, and all it is just I'm just here to enjoy fucking wrestling, man. You know, it's just as much as I don't mind some of the drama sometimes, you know, like some of the things, it just gets ridiculous, you know, because it seems like more people care about what's going on. I seen this guy on YouTube. This guy's called himself the Millennial Smart and everything. All he does is care about is the drama. This guy obviously fucking hates wrestling. He bashes on AEW, bashes on WWE. It's like, this guy can't enjoy fucking wrestling, man. This guy's one of the most miserable dudes on there, and it just made me think, you know, like, thank you, country. Like, I'm just here to enjoy fucking wrestling, man. You know, like, I've been thinking about this, like, for days.
Ozzy quote right there. I'm just here to enjoy wrestling, man.
I know, right? Like, I'm just here to enjoy music, man. Like, yeah, that's what Ozzy would say. You're just here to enjoy wrestling.
Hey, man, you know me, I love fucking Ozzy Osbourne. He was one of my
We all do. We all loved Ozzy, man. I mean, I still think he's alive. And the music he plays.
You know, like, his spirit's still in the fucking audio, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, I'm just tired of it, man. Like, there's always gonna be things we don't like about wrestling. There's gonna be some things we love about wrestling.
And
you know, that's all it is. It is what it is, man. That's what I've learned about this, especially being a member of the IWC. A lot of these guys are just. Some of these guys in the IWC are just miserable pieces of shit, man. Like,
I do agree. And I was watching some of the Ango live show today, and I caught glimpses of what he was saying to other people. And there's casual fans out there that only root for the people that WWE push and not root for the other people that the IWC want to see succeed. And the IWC doesn't want, you know, the number one guy to be the number one guy, hence Jey Uso. IWC pushed, they wanted him. And when we got him,
they turned his back on him. They're fucking fickle, man.
It's like the IWC didn't want him no more. And now they're pushing LA Knight to be this guy. And it's like, it's just a wave, man. And the wave. Yeah, it's.
I may be the smart strong style, but you know, just
the way it is, man, is the casual fans, the IWC fans, and like we were saying earlier, that before we went live, there's the fickle fans, there is the casual fans, and then there is the sickos, and the sickos treat the wrestling world more like an oyster. They do. They think the world is their oyster. Wrestling is their oyster. They believe in AEW, all the indie promotions, just like the IWC. I consider the sickos more along the IWC. And then you have the casual fans, which are the fans that aren't happy with nothing. And then you have the fickle fans that are like, yeah, I like that, but I don't like this. But I want to like that if they do this. And it's like, man, come on, give me a break, man. Like, you can't have cake, ice cream.
You cheese. Can't have your cake and eat it too. That's exactly. I learned that the hard way.
You can't have everything, man. And it just seems like
without eating the meat.
Exactly.
Okay, Roger.
But you know, it just won't ever get better until us as fans understand that it's a show first and foremost, and it's all make believe. Like Mister Rogers would always say, "Let's go to the land of make believe."
And also, from what, and as like we learned from Viral last night, it's all a work.
I like the video. Stay home. What does that even mean, country? What does that even mean?
Which one? I don't think we played the second video. We played the first one. That was like, oh Jesus.
I wonder how country feels about that point spread where they have Bama losing this weekend.
Yeah, they're not going to lose, though, man. I don't see that happening. They beat Vandy handedly. But Josh, I have a feeling that you're going to have y'all's third win. Congratulations this week.
Who they playing?
I think you're playing the Jets.
Oh, we got that.
Oh, did y'all hear the Saints season started last week? They thought it was game 1 and won a game.
They actually won a game. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. They beat the Giants.
They beat the New York Junk by a nice bit, but yeah, it's like they thought that was game 1. They've been sleeping for the last 4.
Yeah, and that's why their tickets. And Jordan's like, yeah, you know, they're basically giving away tickets to go to see the Saints. And I'm like, they suck. They have to give away tickets.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, especially at the end of a losing season. But when I tell you $50, $20 tickets, that's because you park in that under the dome, and they break your windows and break in all the vehicles. They're waiting for you to go into the game. That's notorious on a bad year recently.
Jeez.
Yeah, inside the dome parking, they will break your glass and try to jack what you got in your vehicle. Especially if you tinted windows 2020 or newer in New Orleans now in the wrong places, they're either trying to take your whole ride or take what you got in it.
Oh yeah, like there's this one time like where we parked my brother and I, this was like 20 years ago. My friend, one of my best friends, we were seeing Metallica at the what is now the Smoothie King Center.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we were watching the Saints play at the Superdome the day before, right, a few hours before the show and everything, and we locked our bikes in, and about the only shitty bike that was my bike was the one that barely worked. The other bikes were stolen. They basically they used like a plot, one of those it was overpowered pliers to steal the bikes. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ! They actually went all that. So it was steal.
Dude, we have my cousin works for a company, or he worked for like electrical engineering company, and they were in Baton Rouge, broad daylight, like 1 o'clock, and they had like a piece of machinery on the flatbed of one of the trucks. And do you know they had to chase people off because they were trying to steal the 4 tires with it on there while they were working on the side of it?
I can believe it.
Yeah, they tried to jack the tools, whatever they could in broad daylight while they're working next to it. They tried to hurry up, take that shit off, and go.
God,
I had me and my buddy and his ex-girlfriend, we went to go see Bush at this new place called the Salt Factory.
Well, you deserve to get robbed if you went and seen Bush. I'm just saying.
Well,
And free ticket.
Your machine
Free ticket, had no choice.
Free tickets, understandable.
So we went to go see it. Instead of parking in the parking lot, we decided to park off the little side street, little alleyway. And when we come back, the windows were all busted.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the middle of December. So I was like,
I bet that was a cold ride home.
Well, lucky enough, I was in the back seat, so I had my coat. So my buddy had this. It was his girl's car, so he ended up having to buy a whole new window. So,
God Almighty, dude.
Oh,
Man, I don't wish that on nobody, but Bush sucks. I will say that Bush definitely sucks.
The first album
You
was
really not
great.
been Gavin Rossdale, aren't you, Mike?
Actually, it was not a bad show. It was not a bad show. I said their live show was pretty good. I give them credit on that. Their live show was good.
The first album was great.
I'm a huge fan, but
The first album was great, and the 2020 album is the best album they made since 1994. And it's only Gavin Rossdale. Everybody else in the band is Hired
Sure.
musician.
They probably.
Dude.
Well, I heard Gavin Rossdale has an ego the size of the fucking Earth planet.
I heard he's bisexual, so hey.
Yeah, he hung
Well,
out
I
with
also heard he caused like a. Well, he also has ego so big it caused a between his marriage with Gwen Stefani. What I heard.
All right, since
Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing wrestling news. We're going to talk about Santos Escobar leaving WWE and is automatically
a free agent now.
Automatically a free agent. He can go. He
Hold
could have
on a
showed up
minute.
on Dynamite tonight.
Hold on a minute. Let's talk about this. And there's more coming. There's more coming.
there's more. I mean, well,
Releases?
this is a start.
This is a start. Santos Escobar is the start.
It's not a start. He's the third or fourth person released from WWE recently, and then they said there's more coming.
Yep.
Hey,
What's up, country?
What's up, everybody?
How you doing? How you doing?
Sitting outside with the doggo.
Oh man, what's up, Ups?
He's chilling. This is Loki.
What's up, Mayor Mischief?
Hey,
my brother's got a dog named Loki too.
So yeah, man. So what brought you on tonight, country? What
You know
rang
what?
your bell?
It's not 600 degrees outside. It's finally cooled off, so I could sit outside comfortably. And just felt like hearing y'all talk wrestling a little bit. So
That's what's up, man. That's
How about
what's up.
that? How about those points with the upcoming Bama game, bro? They got them favored to lose.
well, Bama's a 3-point favorite right now. And
That's not what I read earlier tonight and on the stats.
Against Missouri?
yeah, they're 3-point favorites last time I checked.
Missouri was favored by 3 earlier when I was reading on the Yahoo app on the sports
plus
app.
3. The +3 is that means they're
Underdog.
giving. Yeah,
But Missouri's undefeated.
So
That's why they were rated. They're rated. They're picked as a favorite to win by 3 points, is what the stat it said, not +3.
well, I'll tell you this. I dropped 400 on Alabama to cover, so
there you go.
That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear Country rant about it.
well, I only ran about it because Phil's not here, and I don't think he likes football. No, I've never heard him talk about it, and I know
Don't worry about him. He'll live.
Well,
We feed him, bro. We throw him a bone. We throw him a little meat on the bone. We feed him.
I'll just say this: if you look at who, so what I've done, I don't know if y'all follow me on X or Twitter, but every day I've been putting out free plays, and last Saturday I had a 5-unit play, which I never do. So let me explain it to Josh. So a unit is how much you bet on a game. A unit can be whatever you want it to be. So if you feel comfortable $10 is your 1 unit, then it's a $10 bet. If you think it's a 1 unit, that's a common thing. You're just betting $10. But your unit could be $100, $1,000, whatever you want it to be. It's a way to manage your money. So almost all my bets are 1 unit, not $10, just 1 unit. Well, I've put out 3 5-unit plays. I never put them out. But every time I put out one, they've hit. And Saturday, I had a 5-unit play. It was Alabama -12 covering against Vandy, which they did. And immediately after this weekend hit, I've had 5 straight free plays hit, but I saw the line for Missouri. And I don't like to bet on teams that I would root for because it's really frustrating if they don't cover because you want your team to win. Right. I bet lines. I can objectively look at them. And everybody's saying what you're saying. Oh, Missouri's undefeated. Missouri's got this great running back. Missouri's got 1 defensive end. Missouri had to get a miracle to beat Kansas. Josh, Kansas football is like, I'm trying to put it in wrestling terms. It's like, they're like the, what do you call it? The Good Brothers. You know, they're never going to be great. They're always mid-card, and people think that they're sometimes good when they really aren't good.
Jack Perry.
Yeah. They're just, they're just not it. So anyway,
I would call the Good Brothers that. I also have to disagree. Kansas.
No, I'm a piss on them. No, I won't hear it. I won't hear it. I've never cared for them. No. I do like Festus. I don't like the big. I didn't.
You know, I don't mean to cut you off, but I have the perfect analogy for Kansas. You're gonna love this country. Darby Allin.
Yeah,
Darby Allin.
Right. Missouri has beaten up the little guys, and he thinks that he's going to go toe-to-toe
The big dogs
with Roman Reigns. And quite frankly, the tribal chief is going to go into his house and remind him who's in charge.
I hate to tell you that Alabama and Roman Reigns this season, bro. They're behind some teams.
They're John Cena.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say they're I would say that right now Bama is Seth Rollins.
So Alabama's got a win at Georgia. Georgia won 33 straight at home. Alabama's also played on the road at Florida State and lost that game.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama beat Vandy, who's still ranked, was 5-0. But who's Missouri beat that's worth a lick?
He's right. They haven't really beat any
and they're not going to. And that's the sad part about it. They're not going to because they're going to lose to Bama and they're going to lose the next 3 games after that.
Yeah.
So here's my segue. This is the first time I'm ever doing this. This is a 10-unit Justin Paul Sports one of a kind. Alabama is going to put belt to ass so bad on this team. And they've been saying, like everybody's saying, oh, it's close. Oh, Missouri's, they're 5-0 and they best running team. Well, when you're running against Little Sisters of the Poor, you're going to look good.
One of the complaints about Bama is they're not running the ball good.
But again, it's levels of competition. Missouri's beat nobody. Nobody. I mean, they beat their best win is who? Kansas.
That's not much.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one thing I love with betting is I love to see, especially in college football, when these teams get hyped up. Like Vandy, who'd they beat? Nobody. They beat South Carolina on the road, but they didn't have Lenore Sellers. Right? So are they really beating their best players? And they had to come from behind to beat Virginia Tech, who fired their coach. So
Virginia get beat by, but Virginia beat a team, and that's how they got ranked.
No, that's Virginia. I said Virginia Tech. That's who Vandy beat was Tech. Virginia is ranked because they beat Florida State.
And Miami walked the dog on them for most of that game too. And
I went 5-0 in my college plays last week.
How did you feel about Penn State losing to an 0-4 UCLA? There's no words.
They're not doing great, but neither is your team, Mike. They're saying your guys you'll be lucky to get a bowl game now.
We're winning. Notre Dame should whip North Carolina State Saturday.
Yeah, but this is saying Notre Dame's pretty much out of the playoffs.
If they win out,
want to get back? Let's talk about wrestling.
If they win out, if Notre Dame wins out, they'll be getting the playoff with 2 losses. Because their 2 losses will be A&M and A&M's top 5 team. And who's the other loss?
Miami.
It's Miami, right?
Another good team.
We lost by 4 points both games. Done. I'm done.
So if Notre Dame wins out, they'll be in.
You gotta. How you gonna? I mean, they gotta win out. I don't see. They're gonna have to make some slip up.
I don't know.
Dude, we don't play nobody. We don't play nobody for the rest of the year. We don't. The toughest team we play is USC.
Yep. And USC plays Michigan.
So I'm not worried about USC. USC is going to lose a couple players to Michigan. And when they get ready to play us, they're going to be down 2 or 3 players, and then we're going to walk them like
it's looking like it's going to be Ole Piss's year, followed by A&M.
A&M and Ole Miss in the SEC freaking championship. Has that ever happened?
I don't think that. Well, Texas A&M has never won it.
And I don't know if you can do that. You gotta have East and West for the.
No, they don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay. 2 teams.
Ole Miss has. I don't think. I think Ole Miss is the only SEC team. I want to say that hasn't played for the SEC championship. I know State did.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, but
It
anyway,
would
that's
be
neither
nice.
here nor there.
It'd like to see Ole Miss win one.
Well,
Georgia's out. Georgia's out. Florida's out. LSU's down.
They're not. None of these teams are really out. That have
Georgia's
one
not
loss.
out, man.
That has one loss in conference play. But I will say that somebody, a very smart person that I know, an extremely smart person that I trust, which is me, who said at the beginning of the year, and I have it on my YouTube page to confirm it, said that Texas might lose 4 games this year.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're going to lose a couple more.
Texas was overhyped before the season started, way overhyped, and it was proven already. And
Arch Manning is not the second coming of Christ, bro.
No,
well, it's not. It wasn't. That wasn't my reasoning. My reasoning was 4 linemen, top 2 wideouts, tight end, quarterback, halfback. You had 1 returning starter on offense. To ask them to do, even Nick Saban, even Alabama couldn't just reload every year. They had years where they still stepped up. So
Sorry about that, guys.
it's all good. But I just don't. I knew Texas. I said the same thing about Georgia. I'm like, look, Kirby Smart's good and all, but in an era with transfers and money, and it's hard to retain rosters. Like it's not. I don't think you're going to see a dynasty anymore.
If you do, it's going to be because they have the most money to throw out every year.
Well, Texas has the most money. How's it working?
Longhorns.
Yeah, hook them. They got hooked twice already this season.
Yeah, the Bama dynasty's over. We left with Nick Saban, so I mean the nonstop winning is over.
I'll say this too.
And Genghis just sent me a picture of I think one of the AEW women's wrestlers camel toe.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. He sent it to everybody, Phil. I've seen it too.
I was gonna say this too. I was watching y'all yesterday or day before yesterday. Was it?
Not last night.
Last night.
Was it last night? That's how tired I am. And I'm always reminded of my group of friends back in East Chicago with Josh, because Josh and all his crew, when I met him, they all had one thing in common. They all could like draw extremely well. And I can't draw east from west. Like I can't draw a fucking thing. If it comes down to, like I can't. I have zero artistic integrity. And none of these people that are my friends, they don't like sports really, but they all will watch wrestling. And it's always amazing to me how you can watch wrestling, or how a majority of people who watch wrestling, in my opinion, don't care for other sports, but seem to like stuff that I'm just not into. Like they like art, or they like anime and comic books, and those things like no, but you don't. But I'm saying like on the level that I do is what I mean, kind of more so.
Yeah.
So, and I don't mean that like in a disrespectful way. It's just like this. I would think if you watch sports, you would watch wrestling. And
you see this jersey, don't you? There, country.
But I'm saying that it's less in my existence, that all the people that I've known that like wrestling are more like Josh and Phil, as opposed to people like myself who like live and breathe college football and shit like that. And then
I like watching. I like watching sports, but I don't get into the technical aspects of it. Like
he's a White Sox fan, for fuck's sake.
Country would be in love, and country would be in love in my home, because everybody down here are football fanatics, whether it's college, NFL, or both. They have their own club for draft picks with like 50 dudes where they get together, and one guy's just.
No, my brother-in-law has a fantasy football. We used to be into fantasy baseball.
Like football. Everybody that watches wrestling down here is a football fanatic. Any age, gender, or wrestling nationality, you know what? He would love it down here. It's football, beer, and pussy down here.
That's a mix, buddy.
And Louisiana's notorious for gambling, and we've got off-track betting sites. I mean, it's all about gambling down here too.
It's the Big Easy, man. It's the Big Easy.
Well, not even NOLA, my little swamp. I mean, dude, it's fanatics. Football is fanatical out here, bro. Like LSU's bigger than the Saints out here.
Yes, I know that. Like, you can't get 100,000 people. I would love to take Josh to, like, I've never been to Baton Rouge. I would love to take Josh to an LSU game and have that moment. Well, I'm familiar with all these environments. Like, I know all the traditions at all these schools. But I would just love to see Josh's face when they're singing "Calling Baton Rouge." 100,000.
Yeah. We have, believe it or not, we have a lot of Bama fans down here. I have personal friends, 2 of them, that are hardcore Bama till they die.
Well, it's neighbors.
My uncle is a Bama fan.
I already promised Mike if he ever comes up north, we're going to a Notre Dame
game. Hell yeah, dude. See.
I've been to one of those. I went and saw him play Notre Dame against Washington. I saw Jake Locker against Jimmy Clausen.
You didn't see much.
Well, in college, I did.
Yeah. Is that the game we won?
They were both Heisman guys. Like,
is that the game we won?
Yes. And it started snowing in the fourth quarter. I grew up, remember, like, it's an hour 15 from Josh's house to Notre Dame. Straight down the toll road. Like, it's straight down there. It's and South Bend is an absolute piece of shit city, but the campus is amazing. Like, South Bend is like Gary West. It's just horrible town. But
I don't know, man. Nothing will beat Memphis, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Memphis is a piece of shit.
You assholes have never been to damn Pritchard. All right, Pritchard is the ghetto of the ghetto. That's all I need to say, man. If you Google Pritchard, they have their own Walmart, and it's not a good Walmart. It's called the ghetto Walmart.
I'm sorry, man. Memphis looks like a bomb dropped on that, man. It does. It looks worse than Hiroshima.
But Memphis has 2 teams: the Memphis Grizzlies, and they have a baseball team, and you also have the Beale Street. You also have, I mean, you got a lot of nice things in Memphis.
Yeah.
But like, Phil, do you like any sports?
Here's the thing. Here's the nice things in Memphis. Here's the rest of Memphis. All right.
Do you know how many nice things are in Pritchard? They find dead bodies there once a day, at least maybe once a day.
Wow.
And like, I got friends who like college football
through there,
and they don't like wrestling. So it's always so interesting to me because there's an athletic aspect to wrestling, and then there's a storytelling aspect to wrestling. So I can see, but like, I'm going to make a statement here that's going to really upset. It's not offensive, but if any, like, it could rub people the wrong way. But every time I've gone to an AEW event here in Phoenix, I've been to 4 of them. Okay. 3 or 4. 3. Went to 2 pay-per-view, couple Dynamites. 3. I think they've been here 3 times. I've gone every time with my cousin. And my cousin's like me. We both love football. We both love wrestling. He loves AEW. Loves it. Him and his son bond over it. Like, and I'm glad that they do, you know. But I always tag along because I'll go drink a beer and have a good time and hoop and holler. And I've been watching wrestling for 40-plus years. But every time I go, man, I get extremely, maybe it's because I'm old, but it's like I just look at the crowd and I'm like, I would never, ever talk to a single person that's in this crowd because they look, man, trying to categorize how I would say this very cautiously.
Redneck?
Nerds?
I don't want to say nerds.
Redneck?
No, I could hang with red. That's my blood. I would say, like,
inbred.
I would say lefty, like, without. I'm trying to be mindful. Like, they look like the absolute opposite. Like, they look like people I would stuff in a locker, and would try to talk to me about stuff. And when they try, and I try not to be that way. I do, but
You know what? You're the second person that said that.
Like, and
My buddy Tony, who took me to a couple times, we went together to go to Dynamite and AEW a couple times, and he's just looking at the crowd and he just like looks at me. He's like, "Man, do you feel old for some reason?" I'm like looking around. I'm like, pointed out,
but it's not even so much old. Like if I see you there, and I'm trying to look for younger versions of myself, and I don't see it there.
You won't.
Like the younger version of me had a Pantera shirt, camouflage pants, shaved head. You know.
And out here, the 40 and 50 years old are camouflage pants and shaved head shorts. Not kidding. That is the official Rockers uniform of anybody 40 and up. Is camo shorts.
I think the crowd.
Oh my god, dude, that's me.
I think the crowd is. When I look at them, I feel that they couldn't handle an offensive storyline, and would get up in arms about it. I guess that's kind of the way. And they've got to stop carrying wrestling belts to the show. Because I'm trying to take a piss, and some guy's taking a piss next to me, and he's carrying a fucking title. And I don't know why it rubs me the wrong way.
You just want to beat his ass and take it, don't you?
I'm very, very patient, mild-mannered person. I don't fly off the handle.
Now he is.
But, you know, I mean, I would leave with, I'd be like Sasha Banks with the belts if I left.
I'll say belt collector.
Country the belt collector over there in the audience.
And you know what? It actually drives me nuts because, you know, you see people carrying around, it's like, okay, but you don't know. Phil, how heavy are them belts are behind you?
Those are but Phil has more real replicas than the plastic shit you buy at the show.
No, I see people.
No, these people are taking real ones, like the ones
taking the real ones, and it's like I remember somebody was carrying the IWGP, the original IWGP heavyweight championship. And I'm like, oh, I want to take a picture with this. I'm like, put it on my shoulder. I'm like, fuck. It's like, and this dude is skinny as hell. I'm like, how the fuck are you carrying this all day?
You're thinking of the V4 belt because the first belt's the one Hogan had when he won the first ever G1.
Well, the one before they made the stupid looking one.
The V4. V4 is one of the most beautiful wrestling titles ever created for any company.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, which one? Yeah, Phil got it right there. Hold on.
He's got a replica. It's a little different, but it's close enough. It's close enough.
And that thing was heavy as hell.
Yeah.
This is the one you're talking about, Josh?
Dude, I remember that picture. I remember Kurt Angle carrying that fucking thing. And it looked so fucking awesome.
That was V3 that Angle had to take back from Brock.
Yeah, that's a pretty belt. It's just a lot more gold than white gold.
I wish American wrestling fans respected wrestling like the Japanese crowds respect their stuff to a point. I think you got to have that fine mixture of understanding athleticism and combining it with a little bit of storytelling. And I think AEW tries to do that, and they just can't do it for some reason.
It's become like a giant wrestling in America has become like a giant South Park joke, especially in WWE.
South Park?
Like you remember that joke in South Park that they made fun of modern day wrestling?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've seen that episode. Like they take their germs.
I'll tell you what, though, I've never been to.
And basically, it was nothing but soap opera. It wasn't even wrestling. It was 3 hours of soap opera.
Phil, we can't understand you when you got pizza in the mouth.
Thank you, Jordan.
It was basically like you're basically watching nothing but storytelling, basically like soap opera shit.
But see, there's I'd like to see a mixture of that and the old Memphis style. Like I would have loved it gone in the 70s.
I want a balance of that. You know, AEW does that. Has been doing that a lot lately.
How they started it off tonight with I
didn't see it tonight.
Well, they started it off tonight with a stare down between a promo battle. Between Adam Hangman Page and Samoa Joe. and it was so good.
That was good.
It made it feel more real, because what they should have done is put it off until next week when they did the 3-hour show, because then it would be like, you know how UFC does the weigh-ins and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, if they would have waited a little longer and did it like a weigh-in type deal, and they just sit there and they do the pose with the fist or whatever, but they didn't do the pose with the fist. They just did the pose down there. You stared at each other.
Well, remember the last time that, they tried to do a weigh-in and it was like a complete disaster?
Well, it wasn't AEW that did that. That was a WWE.
Yeah, it was AEW.
Was
It was
it?
Cody Rhodes and that one
The
British boxer that was trying to become a wrestler.
But
They
that was a
and
box.
it's like it, yeah, and then what you call it, the Big Show couldn't freaking read the weight.
Yeah.
So
Josh, did you know that Gable Stevenson was born and lived a majority of his life in Portage?
Gage Steelers.
That was the Olympic wrestler that they tried to bring in on NXT.
Oh yeah.
They want to try to be the next. They try to make the next Kurt
Yes.
Angle.
And he just totally petered out. Man, you've got to eat your food before the air comes on, brother.
yeah, it's something, all right.
I mean, damn. At least I'm chewing my popcorn first
He's
before I
choked.
talk.
Gable choked. Even when he was in NXT,
You're gonna choke if you don't watch it.
Is NXT worth the shit? Like the last time I started watching
No.
it, I watched them try to do that. Like the last time I tried to watch it was when they.
Yeah, Ricky Aints is now the NXT champion.
I think Cornette was right about trying to have it be. He said the best way for these guys to learn is to have them do local shows that you don't see a lot of them on TV. And I think that they need to do NXT kind of the same way, because I feel like 2 hours is too much. Oh, did I drop? It's just me now.
I made you bigger there, man. I'm sorry. I'll take it back.
I thought it just cut out.
No. NXT right now they're in a feud with TNA right now, so I do agree. But due to WWE contracts, they can't do independent dates anymore. So, and that's what sucks. When they acquired AAA, they said that the AAA wrestlers in Mexico can do tours in Mexico only. They can't do tours in the United States
anymore.
They can't do independent dates.
Because last Monday was the last Volador Jr. Octagon Jr. I'm sorry, Octagon Jr. and Laredo Kid had to leave TNA and go back to AAA.
I will say this. One thing that really turned me off of WWE was when I found out that they have clauses when they book shows that they can't allow a competing, like AEW essentially, cannot be in that venue 6 months after they come to a show here. So if they do Raw in January here, AEW can't do a show here until July.
Yep.
Which is horseshit. Now, luckily in Phoenix, they were able to bypass it a little bit because we have a venue. We have two venues here. We have one in downtown Phoenix for where the Suns play. And then we've got one in Glendale over there by where the Cardinals play. That's where the old hockey team used to play. And it's right next to State Farm Field. So when AEW had that pay-per-view, it's called the Desert Diamond Arena, they had it all the way on the other side. It's kind of like the United Center and then the UIC Pavilion. Like it's kind of like that kind of thing. So it's big enough to host a show, but it's not the same venue. But I think that's total bullshit. I can't imagine why you would agree to those terms when you're releasing out your own venue. Who are you as a wrestling company to tell me who I can and cannot book here unless you're paying me?
Exactly.
That's why they got. That's why GCW and AEW got beef right now.
Well, they don't have beef that much anymore.
But
they do have a lot of different conflicts of interest when it comes to their going back.
Because if you look at Megan Bain, still does GCW
Well,
shows.
she's dating Joey Janela, Phil.
Makes sense.
She must be packing or something. I don't know.
And Maki Ito still wants to work for AEW though.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get maybe we can get in here and talk some. We get Mr. Black in here one day.
Who?
Rob Black.
We still got to see Phil's commentary on Magnolia Wrestling. Like, when does that come out? I've been waiting to hear this.
It was a couple months ago.
I heard it was hilarious.
It was a couple months ago.
Do you have a copy? Like, can you roll the footage here for some of us?
I wish I could. I don't have it.
Phil, do you got it?
The only person has is my friend Mr. Chris.
Ain't it? Did it come out on their YouTube channel, or did it go on pay-per-view or nothing?
I believe they don't post their commentary on their channel, on their YouTube channel. They might. I'm not 100% sure. I can go back and try to find it.
That'd be really funny. Phil, because you were the straight guy, right? Like, you were doing the play-by-play?
I did some color commentary as well. Like I was saying, like I was saying to this guy, he's not trying to do anything. He's just trying to give him a seat because he needs to wrestle a little bit. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on!
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you like showing your.
The guy has a chair. Like, he's just trying to offer him a seat. The guy needs a little breather or something. He's wrestling a heavy competition. He's a few minutes.
I think I could do. I think I have the capability to.
I learned that stuff from Mr. Gino Gambino from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
The Dookie Choke, Kevin.
The Dookie Choke.
Salute the man. He's a war hero.
I think I'd be pretty good at color commentary. I could be like Heenan for sure.
I was good at it.
I would be really good at cracking skulls, man.
I gave when I saw Josh with the Chicago Bears luchador mask, I called him El Chicago, and his finisher is a deep dish.
Josh, you got to wear that shit on Sundays.
You know what? I would, but
it don't fit
even loose.
It's too tight on his head.
Even loose, it's so tight.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like my nose.
Country. It's a condom for his head.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's why I just throw it on a mannequin head. So, but I can wear the
You're playing with knives, bro. Why are you playing with knives, man? You trying to stab yourself?
Dude, I have them all over my house. Look how cute this little guy is.
Dear God, man. All I have is one knife, and I found it inside of a bathroom stall at Texas Roadhouse.
Yo, the skull cap's in there. His house.
Oh, this one fits great. This is an official one right here.
Josh, say one for me and one for my homies.
Yeah, he did the
he has the chair too.
Yeah, you do have a chair. But no, seriously, since we have Country here, I have a question, Country.
What's that?
All right, so Santos Escobar left WWE, and they're saying there's more people leaving. Do you think they're all going to be either Latino, or do you think it's going to, because right now Dragon Lee's contract's coming up,
and The Miz,
and Mystico, and
for another company.
Yeah, well, Mystico works for another company. Yeah,
Mystico works for CMLL.
He's working with CMLL, and he's with AEW and MLW as well.
Yeah, with his contract.
Oh, and Hikaru Shida renewed her visa, and she's re-signed with
and
AEW.
Xavier Woods today re-signed with WWE. However, this question was for Country. So, who do you think out of those? Well, two, I should say, The Miz and Dragon Lee. Do you think either one of them will be leaving WWE and going to AEW?
So, coincidentally, it's been a little slow at work. It slows down in my line of business around this time of the year. And I got a little bit of time at my desk to kind of read this stuff. So on MSN, these things were popping up, and I saw that his contract was coming up. Now, full disclosure, I haven't watched in a while, so I don't know if he's involved in anything heavy. But I think that what's going on is TKO is lowballing people. And I think that because, like Kevin Nash, I saw a clip where he was talking about his residual check and for like how it would get broken down. Like he would get a statement every month that would say, here's your residuals and here's how we break it down. Here's your NWO merch, here's your video games cut and all this and that. And now it's just one check without a breakdown, and it's been reduced.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they're going to, because I don't think he'd lie about that. You know, that's not something you just want to make up. And I think that these guys that are leaving, they may be, like, again, Karrion Kross, they were, I'm getting to your answer, but they said that they were going to try and negotiate him first and not him and Scarlett at the same time, but Scarlett would negotiate after, and they felt disrespected on that because they felt like the money would have been different. So it feels like, from what I keep hearing, is they're screwing around. And I think that WWE is going, for the first time in a long time, to really kind of weed out people they don't care about. So I think that they're going to do strictly money makers and call it a day. And I think that I think it's going to hurt them within like 5 years. It's really going to hurt their business.
WWE?
Yes, because this model of
TKO does not know what the fuck they're doing.
This business model, it's the business model of thinking that we've got a UFC product and can charge UFC pricing, and you can't do that with wrestling fans because, to Vince McMahon's credit, he never had obnoxious prices for. Yeah, I went to the Royal Rumble here. They had it here in 2019. I went to the Royal Rumble. I saw Daniel Bryan against AJ Styles for $15 for the Rumble. I mean,
Put that away.
it was the upper deck, you know, but I didn't care. But I had a good time. I got to take, you know, my stepson. But I'm saying, like, I think that they're raising prices. People are bitching about it. And I think TKO is trying to run WWE like they're trying to run UFC. And the demand isn't going to match what you get with the UFC card because UFC is way more mainstream. So I think that they're going to let guys like Escobar and all them walk. Now, The Miz, I think that he would resign, but maybe he's at an age where, you know, he's got it really good. He's got a beautiful wife. He's got a ton of money. He's very smart with his money. He was smart enough to do all those dumb things that McMahon wanted him to. He knew that it was a business, didn't care about winning and losing.
Injured too, you know, like, I mean, he, as much as I don't like his wrestling style, but I mean, he did. I mean, I think he could retire anytime he wanted to right now.
He said, like the thing that's his whole feud with Bryan Danielson, I like both sides of the coin. Bryan Danielson believes in earning it and doing it the hard way and doing it the independent way and having your in-ring work for you. But Miz is also smart in saying, fuck that, I don't need to do all that. I can make more money working way safer. And I don't care if the people boo me or anything like that. I don't care about that external factor of the art of wrestling because it's not an athletic, it's not like a major league sport. It's not like baseball where you got to try out and make the team. You just got to do what you're told and you're going to get paid. Bobby Heenan said, I could pay somebody the job for $1,000 or I could pay somebody to be a champion for $500. And I can't tell you how many dumbasses would want to be champion for $500. And that's the Daniel Bryan argument. And The Miz was smart enough to say, I'll let you make me look foolish on TV because I'm not writing it. And then when he had his show like Miz and Mrs., you see his house. Like, he wasn't stupid with his money. And he doesn't have major injuries. He's not going to have, like, Benoit brain. And he's not going to be like Bret Hart. And
he only got, like, injured one time. And that was, like, back in 2021.
He was smart about it. It was like Hogan. Hogan was the same way. He was like, you know what? I don't need to wrestle like I did in Japan. I'm going to make all this money. And that's what smart people do, in my opinion. I respect it in a way because, of course, The Miz and
And it's
Hogan aren't
unfortunate
over
though
like
that those
that.
leg drops took a toll either way though, but those leg drops did take a toll on his body.
Yes. But nonetheless, I think that the guys that you're mentioning, to answer your question, I didn't mean to be so long-winded. I don't think that any of them have enough value to TKO to bring them back. And I think this is really hurting Triple H. Maybe not financially,
Making him
but I
look
think
bad. They're making him look like the scapegoat so they can get another different booker.
well, if they get another booker, so let's look at that. So let's say you're right. Let's say you're right and they run Triple H out of there, okay? Who's going to want to do that for TKO when they say, look, Triple H is in the business for 30 years now, kind of knows what he's doing. Before they went TKO, he was running the show fine. And then they made him do it his way. It's like a corporate takeover, and they squeeze people out.
Some people even suggested. There are some people there in the comments suggesting Cody Rhodes should take over if Triple H like.
They'll do a build. What was that guy's name that nobody in WCW liked?
Vince Russo.
Disco.
No, he was the booker.
Kevin Sullivan.
No, Cornette hates his guts. Called him the Pizza
Vince Russo.
No,
It's Russo.
It's not Russo though. It was another guy, Jim Herd. Jim Herd. It's like the next guy that'll be in there.
But he was an owner at the time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. TKO is going to put one of their employees in there and burn that shit to the ground. Mark my words. It's a sinking ship there. Finally,
I can see why. Santos, and I can see why Santos, and also the reason why Andrade left. And
the reason was money. The last few WWE talent that have left, they have agreed to disagree that the TKO has offered them more money, and they're saying it's not enough. The last 3 people that have left, that's the reason they want more money.
They want more money. Yeah, it's
From what I understand, I was going to try to go to that WrestlePalooza because it was in Indianapolis. It's it's like a 4 or 5 hour drive.
Not even. It's an hour and a half to Indianapolis from your house.
If you're doing 100 miles an hour,
I'm sorry, it's 2.5 hours. It's 2.5 hours to Indianapolis from Chicago. 2.5 hours.
Well, anyways, I was going to go to it. Then I saw ticket prices. I'm like, I ain't going to this. I'll watch AEW. I'll go to AEW. I will pay.
Good thing you didn't. That show sucked.
Yeah, that show. It was like 5 matches,
and none of them were any good. There was one good match. Two, if you want to count. If you want to count the CM Punk match. But I mean, it was a shit show, man. It was something to combat AEW. Is all it was. It was to combat AEW. It was to counter program AEW. That's all it was, and it stunt worked. And WWE laughed their ass off on a shitty show just to make AEW switch time slots. In my personal opinion, I would have went head to head with that shit. I would have went head to head with that junk, dude. Because your show is a better product than what the fuck they put on. And even the writer for ESPN gave it a C rating, and that's their shit. Their shit. It ain't like
that's saying something. That shows that they're unbiased.
Yeah, I mean, but it shows you how much of a shitty show it really was. And personally,
and also, you gotta believe this: when Booker T found out about the C rating, he tried to do damage control on his podcast and everything, make excuses for WWE.
It don't matter what he says or what he can try to do.
He's a shill. Booker T is a fucking shill.
He is.
Booker T's been a shill.
He's basically, I hate to say this, he's basically the Uncle Tom for WWE.
Oh man.
No.
Get him, Phil.
Oh, thank you, everybody. It was nice being on YouTube.
Yeah, for real. You can't say things
of
like
Phil's does not reflect the views of Jordan.
Well, it sounds like one.
Dude, you can't say that, bro.
I'm
You
sorry.
should have called him the Uncle Ruckus. That would have been more
Yeah.
acceptable.
Uncle Ruckus. He's
Yeah.
basically the Uncle Ruckus of the WWE.
Yeah, kind of late, Phil. Kind of
Kinda
kind of
late,
late,
That's
bro.
funny.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Phil, I appreciate
That
that Vince
comment
Russo
was
coming
not
out in you there.
sponsored by W Energy Drinks. Get your W.GG. Use our promo code Ringside Riot, 10% off. There you go.
Yeah.
I will not
that
say
was
that again. I apologize. I
Oh, that's
apologize for that. But
Jesus, Phil. Man.
Unhinged, Phil.
I like an inch, Phil.
Yeah, for
Good.
real. Dear God. You know what, Phil?
I thought
know
I
what?
was bad the other night for saying he doesn't speak Mexican.
That was funny, though. That was
oh,
funny.
I hid your name, Phil, because of that.
you hit everyone's name because of that.
Yeah, he
Damn
did.
it.
It's okay. I don't care.
There we go. We're back.
But when you talk
Just
about
trying to hide
WrestlePalooza,
Phil's. I didn't try to hide everybody's.
I tried to watch WrestlePalooza. Like I said, I caught part of it, and I think that, like one of y'all said, AEW should stick to their fucking shit and make WWE do what they're doing.
better.
Because I think that there's a mental aspect to it. If you change because they're changing, then you're showing you're scared.
Yep.
If you stick to a
they're
quality
trying
product,
to counter program them every second. It
Let
just
'em.
shows the desperation.
let them because then if you're doing that, then what happens? You're gonna pick something, and you're gonna pick the product that's more suited to your time.
And I hate to say it, the way
And
they're
budget.
doing it, it's affecting the booking too because of their counter program. They're more focused on trying to counter. It just shows you how much they don't care about the booking. They're more focused on trying to counter program AEW.
Right. I agree. So if I was AEW, I'd be like, we're scheduling our shows for these times. Watch our show. We got a great lineup, blah, blah, blah. And AEW's credits, they really don't miss on pay-per-view events. They haven't had a lot of lousy ones. They're a little long. My God, we don't need to see every piece of talent on there. Like 4 or 5 hours, you're killing me. But the shows are still good.
Nice
Dude.
bell song.
Along with their 0 hour, like when I went to whatever it was I went to, I was like,
All
damn,
in.
I'm kind of
It
tired.
was Double or Nothing.
Yeah, it was the Double or Nothing one.
I like the whole logo for it. It had like that desert cowboy feel for it, which is
Well, that's what we have out here. We have cacti.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the whole feel for it. The Double or Nothing.
1 mile from my house, 1 mile south of here, it's Indian land. So there's a major freeway called the 202, and then on the other side of it, it's desert, like it's prairie, just like you see in the old Wild West. And this didn't happen, but one time when I was going to San Diego, you have to go through this town called Maricopa, and it's about 22 miles south of here. But when you're driving to it, you're driving through Indian land. So they have very strict rules about, we can't build roads a certain way here because they want the animals to be free and stuff like that, right? Because they're Indians and they think that way. And I saw wild horses in the desert, man. And that was one of the most amazing things I'd ever seen. There were about 7 or 8 of them running in unison out there. It was the coolest shit. There's some cool stuff about the desert.
Hey, what other animals do y'all have out there? Is there anything else? I'm not into horse, but what else do y'all have?
Oh, we got scorpions.
No, I'm looking for something more edible.
You're better off sticking to the Xavier Leggett diet compared to what we got out here, because out here you're just going to get a whole lot of nothing.
I want something I can
use that knife on.
Supper.
Not in the desert, man. It's not a big nothing. We don't have like for deer. See, like here's the other thing about Arizona. I live in Phoenix, so when you go north of Phoenix, 25 miles north of Phoenix, 25 miles is it. You start going up mountains, and the temperature drops 25 degrees.
Then you get big deer.
But the deer, right? But the deer is so, you have to enter a lottery to go deer hunting. Because there's not the person to deer ratio is not like where everywhere else where they're crazy. The population's not as big because it's dry. The desert means dry, so there's not a lot of survival for them up there.
You come to
Everything
Indiana. You come to Indiana. Hell, they're just
everywhere.
walking around in the city. They're just walking
They're all
around
over the south too. They're all over most of the.
I have a
most
friend
of
of
the
mine that
United
lives
States.
in White River.
Jordan be having a field day.
And
One
then
sec. I got something for that.
He's gonna bring a gun.
Can we show that?
No,
I don't think we can even show knives.
Jordan.
no.
In Arizona, we got open carry. So it's the Wild West out here with gun laws.
Now.
But like I remember when I first moved down here, one of the guys I worked with, he had he's got a bow hunting.
All right, Ted Nugent.
Jesus. Anyway,
This show, dude.
Hey, he can come and hunt all these deer all they want, man. Do you know how many cars they fuck up around here?
Yeah, but where Josh lives in Indiana, here's
Watch out for
something
the SW out there.
in the north. You can only shotgun hunt for 3 weeks out of the whole year.
What does she mean SW?
SW.
Smith and Wesson.
Oh, I thought she was talking about sex workers.
Man,
Wow, Phil. Jesus.
Phil's talking about sex and Uncle Tom, and he's ranting
Man,
about.
quit watching the porn on the tablet right there, man.
What'd you think of that pizza, Phil?
Damn, Phil.
What's in that pizza, brother?
Is that
I
true?
just kind of chill tonight, you know, like
Good. It's
Yeah,
good.
we need chill, Phil.
Yeah.
We don't need uptight, Phil. But
I'm just
No,
kind of
serious,
laughing,
man.
but just trying to just change. I don't know.
did you hear about the John Cena lottery tournament? Whoever wins gets to face him in his last match. Country.
Yes, and I saw who's gonna win it.
Gunther.
Everybody did. Everybody did. Ain't that shitty?
Well, I'm tired. Like Phil's rant at the beginning of the show. I kind of wish that I could watch wrestling and just fucking enjoy it, but it's.
I'm the same way, man.
But like I was trying to say when Josh about WrestlePalooza, like I'm glad you didn't go because I caught that CM Punk match, and like I said, everything felt so beyond scripted. I was watching before you guys came on. I had some downtime. I was watching Halloween Havoc '98, and it was Dean Malenko and Rey Mysterio just leading off. And one thing that I've come to appreciate is I think wrestling matches need a little bit more common sense rest holds. Like, there's not enough of the actual wrestling. Everything is chop, which I do enjoy, and it feels like you got to do these high impact moves. Like, if I never saw another suicide dive again, I'd be so thankful. I don't want to see constant jumping off the ropes. Like, I want it turned down now. I want golden era style because you got to tell the story with what you're doing, and you're not overstimulating like ECW would. You know, I'm not at that age anymore either. Like when I see Moxley bleeding all the time, like he gets it half right because he looks like, hey, I'm trying to fight somebody, I'm trying to brawl somebody, and I use a submission move in my match. I like that about him, and I like the natural blood. But when you're taking that spike, 75 spikes or thumbtacks and all that stuff, I'm getting away from that because I feel like you're just doing something to shock the system as opposed to wrestle and have wrestling and have holds where you got to reach for the ropes. Because, like, what's the point of a rope break in a no DQ match?
There is none. But
There's
now, hear me
the
out.
corpsing the refs and all this, and it just feels like, how are we going to fix this? How are we going to top this now? That should be something extremely special.
True story. Just like tonight on AEW, the Kyle O'Reilly versus Kyle Fletcher match. The match was it consisted inside the confines of the four corners or the ropes, I would say. There was a little bit of high flying, but it wasn't like over the top, and there was a lot of submission technical wrestling. And Phil can probably back me up on this as well. If Phil is there.
But like, it doesn't have to be technical. And I'm using this for an example, but like, if you watch a Hogan match, like, he did punches, he did back rakes, there's kicks. Like, I like some of that because that's normal Impact stuff. I want the high impact stuff to mean something.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I definitely want. And then, like, Kurt Angle said, if you watch my match at the Rumble against Benoit, he goes, we threw maybe 5 punches that whole match. And I'm going to run that back. Like, I'm going to run that match back in a little bit here when football season cools off. I'm going to take a look at that and see, you know, not everything's like when Brock Lesnar's high impact, it's different. You're telling something. But when it's your mainstream, like, show, like you said with those two guys, those are two perfect guys to go out and try and tell a story within the confines of the ring. When you roll out of the ring, they need to start counting you out. You know, like, to New Japan's credit, they start counting your ass out. They don't play with that stuff. And there has to be some kind of respect for the rules of getting back in the ring. Well, I mean, the 20 count's a bit long, but
That's just a little. It's a little not. It depends in if you. I like this aspect because I would do this if I ran a wrestling company. If you are more of a major player, a big name, or it's a main event, it's ref's discretion. So sometimes Japan will not start the 20 count anytime soon. Sometimes they will let it go. The 20 count is not that long. It's actually a fast 20 count, which equals WWE's 10. And there's times where it's referee's discretion. Red Shoes Uno is one of the most lenient when it comes to the 20 count because the idea is you don't want to rip fans off for the main event. That's the story they tell. But it's referee's discretion. But there's a lot of times where I have seen a minute go by and Minoru Suzuki's beating the shit out of people in the Phil could tell you, throwing people in the fan seats. They got to get up and move. And there's no count going on.
There was this other guy that was in Suzuki Gun, the one who wore like a dog collar.
Ishka?
Yeah, Ishka. That guy is also just as crazy as Suzuki is.
Oh, Suzuki used to come out with him on the leash. Then he would take the face mask off. Then he'd start biting everybody. One time he had to get Kevin. He went to Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly was on commentary. He was all, "What do you want? What do you want?" He's like, "Wait a minute. I think I know what he wants." Kevin took the collar off for him, and then he went. Kevin took it off for him. That was terrific. That was brilliant.
And he tried to eat Kevin.
Oh, no, he didn't. He left Kevin alone. He went in the ring. He tried to eat his opponent. Then he tried to eat the referee.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
It really kind of reminds me of the Japanese version of George the Animal Steel.
Yeah, but 10 times more brutal.
Yeah.
But here we are talking about things of that nature, though, and today's wrestling news basically they want you to extend the disbelief of what's going on in the actual wrestling. They want you to be more focused on contracts now and who's dating who. And
I don't give a shit about that.
It's not that they want you to be focused on that. It's that the people love gossip and drama. The smart mark fans are the ones that love that news. The one news I'm interested in is who's in the company, who's leaving, who's signed, whose contract's coming up. That's news for me. I give a shit more about whose contract's up, who's staying, who's going. To me, that's the behind the scenes I want to know. I give a shit about that.
Yeah, and like I've been playing that EWR game that I downloaded, and WWE released in the game format. They released Julia, Kari Sane, Stephanie McClure, and Jordan Grace. And AEW, because I'm playing as AEW, I went and bought all their contracts. As soon as they were released from WWE, I bought their contracts. And I think that's the way it's going now, is WWE now is releasing people. And they released just NXT some of the NXT 2.0 guys. And
Well,
women.
they just discussed that it's not releases anymore. Well, NXT you can release, but some of these other talent, it's not
Their
your
contracts
release.
ran up.
What?
Their contracts ran up.
No, they were discussing it today on the news that it's a mutual agreement that TKO offers you a set price, you say no, y'all agree to end the contract. That's why these last 4 releases have been
No
amicable.
90-day compete clauses either.
This is amicable splits. Santos Escobar was just released Monday at midnight, Tuesday morning. He has no he can compete anywhere. He's free agent. This was in a mutual agreement. Andrade was like allowed to leave. He was like, I'm not happy here. He told Triple H, you mad? He says, no, I'm not mad. See you. No problem. This is agreed splits. Even though the Andrade situation was him not answering the phone. That's a little more to it, but
like I'm getting tired of looking at my old lady banging other guys.
His ex.
I just think he's an unhappy fuck, and no matter where he goes, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna complain in AEW in 3 months. If they don't, they're giving him an Omega match real quick to shut him up. But Tony Khan is not. Andrade is not going to be a top 10 toy for Andrade. It's not going to happen. He's going to get pissed again. You're looking at a guy that's never going to be satisfied.
To me,
he left on
Andrade.
good terms with AEW though, despite that backstage incident with Sammy Guevara though.
But that wasn't him. That was Sammy, dude. That was Sammy, and that was all on Sammy. Not
well, it doesn't matter what Sammy did. What Andrade told management, "No, I'm cool. I'm gonna let it go. I'm good with it." And he walked right up to Sammy, or Sammy walked by and he punched him right in the mouth. So Andrade lied.
Yeah, but all wrestlers lie.
Hey, now.
He said,
Speaking of that, man, Bret Hart has to go on Triple H now. Like, this dude needs to go, man. Like, Bret Hart needs to start smoking pot. Straight up needs to start smoking some pot.
I think that stroke did some fucked up things to him after.
I think it did. I think that because when you have a stroke, it can flip a part of your brain that messes with your emotions.
It made him bitter. That's all I can say.
He's bitter because of he wanted to. He had in his mind he was going to be the greatest wrestler of all time. I understand that being a performer and an artist myself, you want to be the best you can be. You want to have a great career. You don't think about the end. You think about you're going to pack it with good shit. Bret Hart.
It's just that concussion that
Bret Hart thought in 1999 that he was still had plenty of life in him, still could be a main eventer, which he could have been. And if he book rights, could have had another 10, 15 year minimum, if not longer. Goldberg, and he told Goldberg, don't hurt me. Goldberg hurt him. He is bitter as fuck because his career had to end while he looks at people like Goldberg, who's green as fuck, who got to keep going and get this legendary treatment. And so he is bitter for the rest of his life that he did not get to wrestle until 50-something years old or 60. He's going to be bitter about it until the day he dies, that his career was ruined. He will be bitter until the end.
You don't hear Steve Austin bitching about Owen Hart nearly killing him.
No, you don't. You don't. And I have to give another person I'd give a lot of credit to who just passed, kind of not recently, but recently, Drozdov, who D'Lo Brown injured. He never harbored any ill will towards D'Lo for what he did. He forgave him instantly. The man was paralyzed. You know, if anybody had a right to bitch more than Bret, could have been this guy, even though he wasn't a big name. Guy was never a mad guy and eventually just passed, but was paralyzed for the better part of 20 years in a chair. And Bret's mad because he could still walk around, but he didn't get to make himself the greatest wrestler of all time and better than Hulk Hogan.
But the thing is, like, they just had that recent Bret Hart shoot a couple days ago, last week. And the problem is people show up to hear him speak and encourage Bret to talk shit. And
they like the drama. It's a car wreck. When you drive by a car wreck, you have to look. That's what
it's like. George Carlin said that. Like, when I see a car wreck, I don't keep moving. I stop by and see what's going on. Oh, hey, honey, look at that. It's true. It's his liver spilled out.
Mhm.
See
It's
that?
true. It's true. People like bad news. People like drama. People like stuff to take the attention off of themselves. And people love to have something, see something going on with somebody that makes them feel better about themselves because somebody else is in a worse
I see.
situation.
I know what
That's
you mean.
human beings.
That's me as well. I see these locals, these guys on the internet that make complete jackasses out of themselves, like on YouTube, TikTok, and everything. As much as I find it sad, but it also makes me feel better about myself that I'm not them.
Like Wings of Redemption.
I'm not a pedo, or I'm not or I'm not some guy that gets trolled like by a bunch of people or ends up doxxed or anything by doing stupid shit.
Like Wings of Redemption.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, you know what's funny about him is like, I've never watched a fucking YouTuber in my life. Never. Like,
You should
unless
look
they
up
were-
Dark Side Phil. This guy is about.
Hold on. Like, I've never watched, like, but I know who a lol cow is on accident. Because I saw that fight with him and Boogie on that pay-per-view, that boxing card. And I saw Wings of Redemption, and he's some fat guy who lives in South Carolina and, like, plays these games. And people, like, it perplexes me to see that people will watch people play video games
Instead of playing them themselves.
Well, I can understand if you're watching it for a tutorial. Like, that's one thing. Hey, let me show you how to run these plays in Madden. Hey, let me show
That's
like
what
that.
why I play it for. Watch other people so I can help beat the game.
Well, Wings of Redemption is a train wreck of a person. And I saw a clip of him living with his grandmother, and his grandma's old. And of course, it's a true analogy. What you just said, you watch somebody, be a wreck, and you can't look away. But like, he's trying to stream something, and his mom or grandma walks by. I guess
Take out the trash.
His real name's Jordy. And
Oh,
she
take out the
goes,
trash. You're talking about like awesome video games.
No, this is real life. He's streaming something, and she walking by, and she don't give a shit. And his name's Jordy. The Wings of Redemption, his name's Jordy, and she goes, "Hey, Jordy, my shit stank." Like, out of nowhere, just says that to him, and he's like, "Grandma, I'm trying to stream." Like, that's funny to me a little bit because you weren't expecting it. It was unscripted, but it's his old grandma. Like, totally not doing something that's in accordance with what he's trying to do. He's like, "I'm trying to work." You're not trying to work. You're playing Call of Duty, and you got people paying him to do stuff. And like, somebody donated $10 to his chat, and they're like, "Hey, I want you to sniff your chair." And he stops the game and he sniffs his chair, but which isn't as funny to me. It wasn't funny, but what was funny was what he said afterward, when he said that was way worse than I thought it was going to be. But like, doing live streams for money for acting like an ass, I can't do that. Like, I want to do a gambling show.
Oh
And
yeah,
have
if you
people-
think that's bad, you should check out Dark Side Phil. This guy sucks at video games. It's so bad that someone did a YouTube video like how not to play Metal Gear Solid.
Well, I wouldn't watch it though, like, because I'm not interested in that. Doesn't interest me to watch people
He
train
sucks
wreck
at it.
themselves.
I mean, watching someone fail at video games and sucks at it and complains about it, he bitches about the developer too. It's quite hilarious.
Like the game, like, what is it called? The hardest game in the world, and the guy's sitting there playing it, and he's like, I can't beat the first fucking level. I can't beat the first fucking level. Fuck this game. And he takes his controller and beats the shit out of his TV, and he's live streaming, and the people are like, why are you doing this?
Yeah,
Please
he's engagement. He's trying to get
stop.
engagement.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tournament fighters.
Yeah.
I could not get past the second fight.
Did you beat the shit out of your TV though, Josh? Did you beat the shit out of
Yes, I did. I broke my fucking goddamn controller over that shit. It's like I'm about ready to beat him, and all of a sudden he just.
Hey, when I first met Josh, he had WCW Nitro for PlayStation,
I had it.
and I kept fucking grabbing him to do the lariat. Like, he was getting fucking mad. It was pretty fun.
Like, this guy was beating the shit out of me in my own game. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of my room.
But that was pre-internet. That was pre-cell phones, but I think like there's a point like people go on TikTok and YouTube and shit like that. Like you said, they're just trying to make money. My perfect life is I set up a live stream and people start asking me questions about betting or sides. That to me is ideal because I'm helping provide a service. I'm not making myself look like a fucking fool to try and make money and get clicks, but that's what works because younger people like that shit.
People like to see people do stupid stuff, man.
All the time.
Yeah, look at Jackass stuff back in the day, man. Shit.
Well,
Almost
that's
You like train
bunch of
wrecks.
idiots start doing that shit.
Excuse me, guys.
My
But,
favorite Jackass skit was when they were standing behind that jet engine, and he tries to throw that football, and it just goes straight up and then flips it like straight into his chest. And then they're trying to piss in the wind. Like, that was ridiculous. The harmless stuff, I like more than the gross stuff. Like when he's drinking the horse sperm and all that shit. I didn't care for the gross stuff. But when you do stuff that's somewhat pain inflicting, like the jet engine was really fun. Or like when Wee Man was standing on that dock over at the bayou, and they turned that boat on, and then the wind from the boat just flips him into the lake because he's so small. The failed stunts are funny, but like the gross stuff, I just can't do it. Like
I agree with you because Jackass 2 was the second movie. Was full of the gross shit. I just turned it off. I was like, and people told me the whole movie's like that. I'm like, no, I don't want to see that.
Did you ever watch CKY or CKY2K or CKY3?
I did not.
I have.
Oh, dude, Can't Kill Yourself, man. Good God. That shit's so damn funny. Especially CKY2K. I think that was my favorite.
Like that one where they act like they were escaping prison and they went down that hallway of like mouse traps and cattle prods. That was funny. Cause like you're stupid. Yeah.
Guys, I got some bad news. The chicken from Family Guy is dead.
No, finally.
They killed him off.
What the?
Meg killed him.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the World of Phil. Sponsored by
Dubby.
Imagination.
God Almighty, dude. The World of Imagination, sponsored by Phil. Today's world of encouragement is
Squirrel.
The first time I saw Jackass was the show, and the first skit I saw stuck with me was when they were putting that baby car seat on top of the car and just driving away, and people were like chasing them down trying to get like that's harmless humor in a way. I mean, I can see why people would be paranoid, but that gross stuff, I'm with you, Jordan. Like that gross shit.
I remember the second skit of the first episode was what's his name? The druggie one.
They all were.
Steve-O doing a backflip into a big pile of elephant shit.
Yeah, but see, like that's just like
You go sober now.
No, I know.
I did like Viva La Bam though, because I did like how I didn't like how he frustrated his parents, but I did like how he frustrated Don Vito.
I thought it was pretty funny when he installed hydraulics in his dad's van, though. That was quite funny.
Or when he put off fireworks in the house, that was pretty good. He wanted to do 4th of July, and then the smoke detector's going off.
I also like when he got Gore and Slayer to play at his house.
Yeah, when he got Slayer, he was awesome.
And they got a noise complaint from the police about that twice.
But Don
one
Vito
for each
was
band, wasn't it? Wasn't it one for each band?
Yes.
Yeah, they got a noise complaint from both Gore and Slayer.
I forget how he said it, but his mama was like, "Well, where are we gonna let him sleep or something?" He's like, "They're Slayer. They want to live in a hole, Mom, a black hole."
Yeah.
Yeah, a little black hole, Mom.
Yeah, that
I
Don Vito was
also
something.
like the family reunion episode where his mother, where Bam's grandmother had a nervous breakdown, and one of his friends were acting like complete idiots. Like when one, I think Rake had the one who hates mustard had like a Viking on his own. Oh,
Bram.
Yeah.
Rake
I think Don Vito actually finally passed away.
He's
He
dead.
passed away years back.
He's been
Anyway.
dead. Last thing
Hey.
I'll say about Don Vito though is the best part of what made it funny was MTV would try and put a capsule would try
Translate
and put
subtitles.
they would try and translate what the hell he said, and it was always just they would translate that on the screen, like just random sounds of him. Because I think he would legit get frustrated. I think he would for real get frustrated because he had eyes that would like go in opposite directions. Like I thought a funny skit would be to find 5 people with lazy eyes and have them do a poker tournament.
I thought it was pretty funny. We was trying to teach Vito and Phil how to like sing, take vocal lessons, and they were on stage with CKY.
Yeah, can't kill yourself. Yeah, I remember that. Gentlemen, y'all ready to end this thing here? Because there really is nothing else to talk about in wrestling.
Yes, there is. I've been waiting to talk about the other big piece of news.
Tell me about it.
Talking about
the Gunther thing. I don't want
breaking news.
We have the final plans leading up to John Cena's final match.
Oh, we already talked about that, dude. Yeah,
When?
It's
We didn't talk about that live.
Yes, we did. You were walking off the stage to go find your crossbow.
Oh, y'all come and rip my shit off while I'm not here, you assholes.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
New IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Damn it, Phil. Damn it.
Yay.
Well, and I also have albums to show.
But
Yeah.
before you show the albums,
Yeah,
before you show them, I'm about to log off because I got to get in the shower and go to sleep. But tell me, it wouldn't be a great comedic skit to see 5 people with lazy eyes playing poker, because those would be the epitome of poker faces. Like you wouldn't be able to read any of them trying to figure out what cards they're looking at if they're looking at your card at the same time. Or am I just demented with my humor there?
You're demented.
I'm more pissed that my breaking news in the chat earlier got talked about while I was gone.
Well, I mean, go ahead and talk about it. I mean, seriously.
Well, you said you all talked about it. What I must say, Triple H is getting ready to announce a tournament with the wrestlers, and the winner's going to fight Cena in his final match, and it's predicted to be Gunther.
Yep. Country spoiled it.
Okay, if Country did it, that's okay. He's not in the chat. But the other three of y'all know that I told y'all about it.
That's why I said, hey, that's why I didn't say, hey, I spoiled it, or hey, Josh spoiled it, or hey, Phil spoiled it. I said, hey, we talked about it while you were.
Country can get away with that because he's not in the chat. He didn't know.
No, we all knew. We knew about it beforehand.
But see, like, aren't you annoyed that you know who's going to win it?
Yeah.
I'm not. If everything plays out and this goes forward, I think the idea of the tournament's a good thing. That gives you some programming on TV, some matches. I think that Gunther makes a lot more sense than some jabroni, and that means that Cena's going to put him over on his way out. So this is good for Gunther. So I see positives, and we also got to consider this is fucking WWE. So I mean, it could be we could have Jey Uso beating fucking Cena or something stupid. It's at least it's gonna be the unpopular Yeet Man that they love to do his intro, but everybody turned on him the minute he won the belt.
Why don't we just have bum ass Corbin come back and beat John Cena like they did Kurt Angle?
No.
Why, when you can have Gunther, who's gonna be champ again, why not push Gunther, your guy that's probably going to be the Brock Lesnar killer, unless they have Braun Breaker do it.
Well, they're already talking about a Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar match at SummerSlam, or even as early as Royal Rumble. Which
here's what they need to do, in my opinion. Like
so grab your records while we're listening to Phil.
They're ready, Mike.
I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for having me.
Do you're welcome anytime, Country. Anytime you're on.
Josh, you had a good birthday though, real quick. Did you have a good birthday? Like, did you do anything?
Between
I did. It was good. It was all right. I birthday weekend is like I did basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday celebrated, and itself my actual birthday. I just chilled all day.
Yeah, 50th birthday, huh?
Yeah,
He looks
and I still
27.
look better. I still look better than most people. So,
Dude,
Yeah.
look at this shit. Like, I got fucking white.
damn.
Look at that. Like, white. Like, this shit's white. It's not gray anymore. But my dad went gray at like 30. So,
Yeah, my dad went.
My brother Trent, completely white. He's completely gray. And
Trent?
yeah, my brother Trent and me, I got like little specks here and there, but mostly.
For those of y'all that don't know, Josh took his brother Trent. Trent's probably, what, 35 now? 30? No, he's not as old. He's 30. Anyway,
30
Trent was in elementary school, and Josh took him to see a house show at WWE, and Trent learned how to do the DX croc chop and did it to his fucking mother when it Josh got yelled at.
Oh my god! You're not gonna this is during the Witches Rush era when GX did a reunion and everything. And
No.
This is the height of DX. This is the height of DX.
Dude, I got suspended. I got detention for doing that.
Yeah. Told his mom to suck it.
I also got detention around 98 for flipping someone off because of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
When I was in 7th grade, I got into a fight on the school bus. And when I got off the school bus, I mooned the bus driver and I got suspended for 3 days for that shit.
Dude, the only time I ever been suspended from school is when I took my teacher in 3rd grades. She slapped me in the face, so I threw all her purse and her belongings on top of a breezeway. And the other time was when a kid thumped me in the back of the ear. So I had big ears, they're still huge. But he thumped me on my ear when I was sleeping, so I turned around and knocked him in the face.
I got in trouble a lot. I got in trouble a lot in school, man. I was bad. Like, I was ditching. I had a car.
So many things.
I lost my virginity when I was 13. So, I mean,
18 here. 18.
I always had the confidence of a beyond measure, beyond cocky when I was young.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
How old you were, country?
I was 13.
13.
Oh,
That was,
I'd already done it. I'd already done it all by then. I was 8 or 9 first time I did it.
Well,
You didn't come at 8 or 9 years old. Don't
I had
count.
a dick in a pussy because she told me what to do. I didn't know what I was doing.
well,
The busting that dust first.
my heart's in Alabama, but I grew up north of the Ohio River where we didn't do it that young yet. So,
I mean, obviously, this little girl had trauma to know all of this, being 7 and me being 8. But obviously, she went through some shit.
Y'all want to hear a disgusting story about family relations?
no, I got to go on that note. I don't want to hear about that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that either.
No, I think we're good.
All right.
Who's out of here? Yeah, catch country every Thursday around 8 or 9 o'clock.
8 Central, 9 Eastern.
Huh?
8 Central, 9 Eastern.
Yeah, catch get your sports betting then. So,
All right, y'all ready for some records or what?
yeah,
Let's
see what you got. Let's see what you got.
All right, this week is going to be all old school vintage. No new shit.
Good. Because I'm tired of looking at new school stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
but
fuck you too.
I just bought a bunch of VHS tapes from Coleco.
Did you really?
Yes, but dude, Deathstalker 1, 2, 3, and Beastmaster on VHS.
Dude, I love the Beastmaster. It was one of my favorite sword and sorceries as a kid.
I'm like, oh, I couldn't back. I couldn't back up.
All right. First, we got Jeff Beck with the Jan Hammer Group live.
With the sticky note.
Well, the sticky notes tell me my discount and that I haven't listened to them yet.
Yeah.
So I got that for $10. All right.
Nice.
We
I
got
just
this
played my-
is
Okay.
Mess of Blues, Johnny Hodges and Wild Bill Davis. I got this for $7.50. I was like, yeah, give me some more blues.
Everybody loves the blues, man.
Of course. This I had to buy. I don't know the year, so let me figure out. Okay, that tells me right there. It says, I'll just show y'all. This is James Bond, the themes. I could tell it was vintage, but I had no idea what movie to what movie. So now I can tell you 13 original themes. So yeah, the first 13 movies. So pretty much this is into the Roger Moore era.
Okay.
So I'm reading,
Right
looking on
before
the
the
back
Sean
here.
Connery era.
Sean
It's all
Connery.
on here. You're gonna have the theme. We got From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, You Have All the Time in the World, which is from All in Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, and then All Time High from Octopussy. So at this time, Octopussy was the newest movie. But for $10, I said, give it to me.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't know. This doesn't have a sticker on it. I don't know why, but I know I did not pay $30 for it. It was on sale. But this is pretty much considered Santana's best album. This is Abraxas.
Yes.
Santana? Oh,
Yeah, this is Black Magic Woman and
Oh,
O Como Va, and this is considered the one. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I paid under $15 for it. Then we have I just had to get this because I didn't have it. This is Les Paul and Mary Ford, which they were guitar geniuses in black and white days. No one could fly like him and his wife. They flew around the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, you don't know. Your problem. Then we got something. This is the newest album I have, and that don't say much. I paid $32.50 for it in its used, but you're gonna like this one. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble.
Yes. It was worth the money. Worth the money, dude.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of these songs. It's just 8 tracks, but not the most popular album either. They didn't really have a big hit single on this one. I mean, you look at Little Sisters on here. And Come On Part 3. But I just said I'm getting it.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, I was like, when is that gonna come up again? All right, grabbing the next stack. Oh, here we go. This is a nice piece of history. This was only $10. I had to. All right, what do you guys know about who was in the Yardbirds?
Oh man, easy.
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page, yeah.
Well, Jimmy Page would replace Jeff Beck, but Eric Clapton was in there as well. So you had all three of them. So now, if this is the collection from 64 to 66. So I'm looking on the back, and I see Jimmy Page on the back. So this probably has Jeff Beck's songs, but he was gone by this point.
Jeff Beck actually worked on Ozzy's last album with him before he died.
Jeff Beck's terrific, but this is a 2-disc, by the way. This is 4 sides, so I got that for
double LP.
$10.
Double LP, I see. Nice.
Then I talked them down $5, and they put the sticky note fucked up, but a Doors album I did not have, and yeah, for $15 this is a 1969 Terra Haute pressing, by the way. That's OG. It's the Soft Parade.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, where am I going to get that without spending 30 or more? I said, give me that for $14.99. Yes. Then we have I have no idea what this was, but it was $6 and it had blues. So the Climax Blues Band. I want a blues kick, especially that week's. But for $6, how can you go wrong? It's got a guitar and saxophone. So I was like, I will give them a shot. Then this came up. I talked him down 5 on this. I was like, I'll do it because I love the 4. I only like the 4 of them together, but it's Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah.
And I was like, the 4 of them together for $15, I'll do it. Now this, I did not have a clue what the fuck this was, and it's never come up. I've never seen it come up again. But I looked at, they were yelling Stoner Rock, and they were like $15. And I was like, I'll give them a shot. So it's called Road Saw. I listened to a little bit of it. I was like, I can get down to this. But yeah, it's called Road Saw. It's stoner rock. It's like clean singing, but stoner style.
80s.
I was like, what?
80s.
Oh no. This would be 2000.
Oh.
There was no stoner rock in the 80s, bro. There was classic Doom and versions of Doom, but there was no stoner rock
What do
yet.
you think of Melvins, by the way, Jordan? The Melvins.
They're legendary. They helped to birth Sludge.
King Buzzo.
Yeah. He's people the lefties hate him because today he's all hardcore right wing, but I'm like, hey, speak sense, bro. This was $7, so I said fuck it. It's a Black Oak Arkansas album.
Buzzo's right wing?
Yes, hardcore.
But yeah,
Just
he
like-
also. But here's the funny thing: he was friends with Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain predicted a lot of things in the future and also was going to end up leaning to the right. He predicted that machines would take over, all kind of stuff. Kurt Cobain today would be leaning that direction as well. This is the newest album I got, and I spent 30 on it. It was 35, but and it's actually used. That means it's vintage, but it's one of my favorite from the band. It's Leonard Skinner, nothing fancy.
Not a fan.
What?
Not a fan of Leonard.
Bro, this is the one with On the Hunt. On the Hunt is awesome. I'm a Country Boy is awesome. Saturday Night Special is awesome.
Son, yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit. Mike is full of shit on that one. Okay, next.
I never liked Skinner or AC/DC. I'm sorry.
I can understand you not liking AC/DC, but Skinner, bro, that's one of those bands. If you don't, they're just like
Sweet Home Alabama, dude. Sweet Home Alabama killed it. That's all.
Oh, just don't listen to that one. I don't. Leonard Skinner's a band just like CCR, just like Bad Company. If you don't like them, there's something wrong with you because all the music's good.
CCR is different. CCR was in California or based out of California and played Southern rock.
Well, I don't care. They sounded good, and Fogerty's voice. Not Fogerty. What you call his voice is great. This was like a cheap $5 Uriah Heep album.
You got lucky on that.
Oh, I got lucky on that.
You get $5, Uriah Heep.
Yeah, Uriah Heep's been going for pretty cheap. Another one I took a risk on here is the Blue Boy Sandman. Includes remixes, but it's a blues kind of funk kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those. There's only like 4 songs on it, but I ended up getting that for like $5 or something. 3 people were trying to kill me for it, but I outbid them. This is a bootleg, unofficial. It says 30. I paid 30 for this. Yes, obviously I did. But this is a old school bootleg of I'm reading the songs here. Wow. The newest shit might have been Toys in the Attic, but this is a bootleg Aerosmith.
Nice.
And it's old school. It's old. They actually have somebody's initial on it. This was 78. There you go. But yeah, that's actually a bootleg. All right. And then we have a couple. Wait, I missed something. Oh, I'm saving that for last. But we got a little more. Next week, I'm going to have to split into 4 videos. I got too much coming.
Oh, I just got the invoice of for my next shipment. They had to ship it under UPS because the shit was so fucking big.
Damn. Okay, I paid 31 for this, so I talked him down $5. But this was selling for $36. This, you could tell this is a double LP and it's vintage, but I had to. It's the Allman Brothers.
They're real bluesy. They're real bluesy, man.
That's who Skinner worshipped and learned how to become what they became.
I was never really a big fan of the Allman Brothers either.
Well, you're probably not going to like my new band because it's based on a lot of that stuff. All right, I had to grab this. This is another one I took a chance on. They said it's kind of bluesy. It's Max Creek Windows.
Never heard of them.
Kind of blues rock, folk rock. Yeah, I got it. I talked them down to 13 for that. Then this, everybody jumped on this, but I was just quicker and I got it for 15 off. We got a BB King I did not own.
BB King is awesome.
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The goat of blues right there. He is the godfather of blues.
And we got one of my favorite blues artists. This album, it was pretty beat up. It's got stuff written on it. It's got a clip corner and it's still sold for $30. That's how hard this is to get. But I bought it. Somebody was crying about, oh, I wish it was brand new. I said, let me show me that you got one at all. Now I do. It's Albert fucking King, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Albert King's another good one.
Yeah. But I love Albert King.
Who's watching something besides us? Is that Phil?
Yes.
Phil watching porn again.
And to end it, an album I've been trying to get for a long time and kept getting. People just kept claiming it before me. I couldn't get it. I couldn't fucking get it. I just jumped on and I didn't even yell a number. So I think I paid 20 for it, even though I could have got it for 15. I was like, they're gonna claim it anyway. The first Molly Hatchet album.
Oh,
I love the art cover for that album.
You should have said, I could have sent that to you.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I got one sitting in sitting in a silk. That's all right. I got.
That's not Flirting with Disaster's not on here. That's on the second one.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I
This
love their
one has-
album covers.
Oh yeah, their album covers are great. The big song on here besides Gator Country was Dreams I'll Never See, which is an Allman Brothers cover because Allman Brothers was the original Southern rock band. That's it for this week.
Yeah, I got a big. Yeah, like they said, they had to ship mine under UPS because 40 CDs are coming. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
And I got 40.
I got.
And I got 40 vinyl records coming after this $700+ order I just paid today. They shipped it.
Yeah, I seen all your CDs that you were buying. I was there that night. You were buying that shit, dude. I was like, holy fuck, Josh.
Now I kind of regret not getting them Slayer bootlegs.
I tried to tell you. I knew the minute Josh backed out and he only bought one, they had 4 claims. The next guy bought them all. And then when you see Jim B on there bidding, that means he's going to put them on Discogs and make triple the money. So, and you should have got that damn Ozzy 1993 Live and Loud with the metallic screen cover. That was, even though it was 50, you could have sold that for 100. You should have got that.
I was debating. I was like, all right, I can't pull the trigger because I already knew in my mind I already had a big bill. And I only thought like maybe I only had like maybe a $200 bill. When I saw that $400 come up, I'm like, oh fuck.
Hey, the best thing to do in the future, Josh, is write them down and write the price down as you go and make your list. That way, you're not gonna be mad at the end of the week.
Yeah, I got like another $180 bill that I got to pay Saturday.
Anyway, let's talk about finances off the air.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, let's listen to this.
Y'all ready to call him tonight, gentlemen?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Phil needs to spank the monkey.
Yeah, he's over here watching Lunar. Anyway,
I'm watching something. I'm watching Twitch.
So, Mike, back to our blues conversation real quick before we hang up. I do not have it yet, but I'm gonna. One of these days, a buddy guy will come up. One of these fucking days.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
And I missed. I tried, Mike. I tried twice. I got out. I got passed on the muddy waters. I tried hard. I tried. I tried.
Now, Muddy Waters is something you have to have.
I tried. I got. There's this one guy that's quicker than me. Must live closer. I put Ilm and he beat me.
Damn.
I put Ilm and he was ahead. As this one guy that he's quicker than me. And on a Thursday night, he likes metal. He likes a lot of the same shit I do. But on a Thursday night, I don't even try because that Lotho guy, he will be ahead of me even on Twitch.
I was pissing somebody off for getting them drag it the Demon Slayer was it
Demon Slayer the anime?
No, not Demon Slayer. It's it's old school fantasy movies. It was like just a little bit a while ago. I got all 4 of them.
Dragonheart,
Deathstalker.
Deathstalker. There you go. I got.
Was that the one? Was that the one you were on the auction for?
Yeah. No. Actually, yes. They put him up. He's like, well, first one it was Deathstalker 1 and 2. They had it up for auction, And as he was taking off, all right, it's going for ride by it now. And I just logged on and I saw that. I was like, DS right now, 10. And I was like, all right, going to Red Cave. I'm like, yes. And somebody else was like, damn it. And then number 3 came out, and I was like, I got that for 10. And it's like, and it's somebody has put down there, son of a bitch. When Beastmaster came up, I'm like, I'm getting that. I don't have Beastmaster. I gotta have Beastmaster.
That was a good movie. I also liked the sequel. You ever seen the sequel to Beastmaster where he goes to our
that
world?
sucks. Yeah, that one sucks. That one sucks.
There was 4 Beastmasters, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there was 4. Mark Singer did the first and the second one. I don't think he did the other 2 because they were trash.
This is Kodo and this is Yeah, apparently it was Kodo or Podo died, but they came back in the second one like, what the hell? Oh, we got one of that.
Ferrets.
Yeah, well, they had kids. They had kids.
Kodo and Podos too.
Yeah, and then you're still playing Lunar. I'm guessing.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
You're doing life wrong, brother.
and we're not just food to eat, baby. We're also
Food for the ears, baby.
Yeah.
Right. And in case you couldn't tell with all the swag I showed over the night between country talking and all this vinyl I just showed, what's mine is mine, but what's yours truly is mine too.
Does anybody have a good, whatchamacallit? A
Fun fact.
Yeah.
You smell funny and your mama dress you weird.
That's not a fun